to Hoxie Reef. So here we are, anchoring in the middle of the ocean.
Yuma and Fernandina. That's what Long Island in the Bahamas was first called by the native inhabitants and then of Christopher Columbus, who described it as the world's most beautiful island. Stretching for more than 120 kilometers of steep cliffs like Cape Santa Maria in the north and shallow bays. From Clarencetown, we made our way up Long Island's east coast, passing by Cape Santa Maria and then carefully navigating into the shallow areas with very narrow possible channels.
Das ist hier durch, ne? Oder was? Das ist diese Route, die hochgeschlagen wird.
Jesus Christ, this is like 2.5 meters. We're just doing eyeball navigation through the shallow path to head to Calabash Bay. That's right ahead of us. Yeah, I'm here in the front checking out what is below us, and it looks much shallower than it actually is. Luckily the water is so clear here. Gin clear, you could say. See this? I don't really know if this is like rocks or, I don't know, some kind of turtle grass, seagrass, whatever is growing. These patches, they also look like rocks underwater, but most of them, they are not really.
Lässt sich das aushalten, Ilja. Aber es ist schon gut salzig.
Another day, another project. So today I gonna have a look at our saltwater pump from the engine because it's leaking since a month or so. So this is actually the saltwater pump and it's leaking from here, from inside. So I think it might be one of the sealants or the simmering. And I've never replaced one before on a water pump, but I already done it on my old moped. Okay, so I disconnected seawater inlet, the 4 screws of the water pump. I don't know, but normally, here you go. This was easy. Oh, this is the progress. Well, we have here the Welle with the bearings, O-ring, and here we have our simmering. Yeah. We will see. Normally, I know the move is you put the simmering in the freezer and the pump in the sun, and then it goes nice and smooth together. So this is the old simmering compared to the new one. Other side. Oh man. Well, it's time for exchange. Ready? Half an hour. Now taking out the simmering out of the fridge or by the freezer. And now it should go really nice and smooth. Very easy. Nice and smooth. I remounted everything together and surprisingly the leakage had vanished.
We had read that on Long Island you can see some of the most beautiful sunsets on the Bahamas. And what shall we say? This one got close to being pretty perfect.
But the most special phenomenon was only to be seen when the sun went down. The powder white sand below our keel started glowing through the rising full moon. Never have we seen anything like this, so unreal and beautiful. Have you ever seen something so bright and amazing, you even had to close your eyes so they don't start to water? That's how our drone possibly felt up there, high above Calabash Bay, turning a bit muzzy, squeezing some tears of beauty out of her lens, and fogging it up. Seriously, we had no idea what had happened, but reckoned that the drone just couldn't deal with this brightness. Sort of beautiful anyways, don't you think?
Makes it all worthwhile that this plays on our own. Do you feel that we got something strong? And I saw you walking the line, and the truth may come as a surprise that with you I feel alive.
This is one of the most beautiful bays I've ever been in, and the sand, it's just super fine. It's really hard to leave this beautiful, beautiful place. But as we don't have so much time left in the Bahamas here, we're going to probably head to Georgetown today. Maybe to reprovision a little bit, as we are pretty low on veggies, and maybe also find a laundry facility. Last one was in Panama already 3 weeks ago. I'm not sure if we're going to see such a pretty anchorage with all these blues, the shades of blues again. Just can't get enough. Every morning you wake up and you just think, wow, this is not real.
We got time on our side. We're in a state of hope. I need you on my fire. I want you to know that every time you're away, I long for you so much I can find my way.
From Calabash Bay, following the turquoise clouds gaining their color through the reflection of the bright shallow waters of the Great Bahama Bank, we headed to the Exuma's chain.
With you I feel alive. You'll be
This island chain runs southeast to northwest from 23 to 25 degrees north. We had been told by some other yachties, as there are a lot of American cruisers around, with the Bahamas being only a day's sail from Florida to the Biminis or Grand Bahama in the north, that the Exuma cruising grounds were quite similar to the Florida Keys. You have two sides, east and west coast, both navigable, a number of cuts between the islands that allow you to switch sides. We approached Georgetown taking an east entrance, dodging through reefs and rocks.
You'll be the last one I think about. When it all breaks down, I'll wait for you right here. And I swear
Off Georgetown, there are a number of choices for anchoring, but we could already feel what we had heard. Georgetown is said to turn into a floating village in the winter, whose numbers equate to about 30% of the native population of the entire Exuma's chain, to many cruisers being the most southerly point while cruising the Bahamas.
Feel alive. You will be the last one I think about. The last one I think about.
As it was a bit bumpy anchoring in the channel off Stocking Island, we decided to head over the shallow bank in between to drop our anchor right in front of Georgetown. A bit tricky as the depth was charted with around 1.8 meters only.
Very blue water here.
We found both a laundry facility and a supermarket with crazy high prices, even higher than in French Polynesia. For 10 fresh tomatoes, we paid $18. And besides that, we found other very interesting products in the shelves. Nothing without added sugar already mixed just to be heated. With this range of products, we no longer wondered why obesity is a huge problem in the Bahamas.
So while Ilja's inside the water, scrubbing Thula a little bit, getting her clean, I'm getting sorted everything inside, or I'm trying to sort out everything inside, get all groceries in the right cupboards.
It's super low tide because it's just after full moon. And yeah, well, we miscalculated for about, I would say, 10 centimeters or something. So I gotta jump in and have a look how it looks under Thula. Oh well, these are exactly the 10 centimeters supposed to be here.
Yeah, so we already got all the stuff, most of the stuff in the fridge. Got some charcoal lighter and luckily some paraffin. We didn't buy it in Panama, which was a big mistake because you can see the price is like $14 for one bottle. Yeah, and then we just bought a little bit of stuff, some pickles, some corn, some pumpkins, some muesli, bananas, yeah, here's the big stack of laundry that I still have to take on shore. And yeah, so everything is pretty much open up. Yeah, and this is what a regular day for Ilja and me looks like once we've run out of a lot of stuff. And as Georgetown is probably our last good point for provisioning, either before going to Bermuda or the Azores, yeah, we just gotta stock up a little bit and then see how long it'll last.
Great to have had you on board again. Next time we explore a bit more of Georgetown's surroundings. Here we are a bit confused with what we find some beaches covered with. Having sailed a bit further north, we are then in search of a little island inhabited by piggies. But not the ones you might know from the Bahama island ads. On this little island we are all alone, nonetheless being persecuted in the instant we step foot on their beach. A bit worried whether we ever make it back to the boat. Continuing even a bit further, we find places with amazing caves and kite spots you can only dream of. Sunken airplanes and an incredible underwater world. If you fancy our shots and the stories we tell, you can support us back with $1 or $2 becoming our Patreon. Click on the link to see how it works, or if you like, just check out our website for more information.